Hello, my chickadees. Again, I'm reading from T.Law, if you can see this. Praise releases faith. And in chapter 1, section 2. And I'm sorry, this webcam now had to be readjusted. Down. Oh dear. I'm not trying to be professional anyhow. These recordings basically are for me, so I can hear them again. Oh well, I'm about to redo this. Oh my god. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit. That way. Alright. You're not here to see me, you're here to hear me. Okay. This section is called Mind Control. I have never been able to get that particular experience of deliverance out of my mind because it convinced me that Satan is in the business of mind control. He wants people's minds. The Apostle Paul was concerned about this when he said, "But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so that your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Christ." 2 Corinthians 11:3. Paul knew of Satan's incredible ability to lead Christians away from Jesus. He knew also that the evil one wants to reach inside our minds with his corrupt suggestions and make us do things we don't want to do. The subtlety which beguiled Eve is still with us today. The devil at the beginning simply placed a question in Eve's mind. He said, "Hath God said?" He appealed to the human mind and put it in opposition to the Spirit. Good point. Adam and Eve had walked with God in fellowship in the garden. In fact, the Bible indicates that God would come to them in the garden in the cool of the evening, and they would walk and talk together. This is a beautiful representation of fellowship. It shows spiritual harmony. God gave them instructions concerning the garden, what they could and could not do. The only thing they could not do was partake of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. When the serpent beguiled Eve, he simply placed a question in her mind concerning God's command. He encouraged her to think independently of God. He appealed to the ability of the human mind to think creatively on its own, outside of God's influence and spiritual direction. When Eve listened to the serpent and took the fruit and gave it to Adam, something happened within the personality of mankind. Satan put disharmony at the core of man's being. To this day, the human mind remains in opposition to the Spirit. That is why Paul warns us against permitting our minds to be corrupted by the subtlety of the devil. And that's the end of section 2. Thank you.